Hey, Corinne here, founder of Speckled, the tool that helps PMs build the right thing at the right time. Today we're going to be talking about how engineers can move into product management. We're going to be focusing this primarily on engineers at smaller companies who may be able to move into a product position at their current role. But if you're at a large enterprise or corporate place, feel free to take bits and pieces of this advice as you see fit. So, you want to become a PM. Awesome. I am fully behind that idea. I just want to put it out there, though, that this is not going to be easy. PM roles are competitive. You already have an in by being on the product team because you kind of build products, right? So that's awesome. That's definitely a big leg up. But some of the other challenges include a different skill set. Your knowledge of build pipelines and languages and testing frameworks and stuff like that is going to come in handy, especially when doing things like estimating. But you're going to be using a lot more communication skills. You're going to be saying no a lot more often. You're going to be in a lot more meetings. So I just want to give you the heads up on that. Another thing is that if you're a great engineer, your company may not want you to move from engineering, and that really sucks. But if you're at a good company, they're probably going to want to listen to you and make sure that you're happy in your role. And if they don't listen to you, then maybe it's time to seek employment elsewhere. So just putting that out there. Even with all those challenges, though, product management is still an awesome career. And here's why. First, you get to interact with the customer directly. It's not like just lines of code or pixels on a page that you're seeing anymore. It's customers who are emailing you excited about how this new feature turned out and why they love it. And it's making them happy and, making your stakeholders happy. And there's just so much more fulfillment, at least me personally, as a product manager who also likes to code, takes out of it. So I think that is an awesome thing about product management. Another thing is you get to solve more problems than just programming problems. Whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, I'll leave that up to you. Now you're going to have customer problems, you're going to have stakeholder problems, you're going to have marketing problems, you're going to have sales problems, you're going to have design problems, you're going to have so many more problems. So if you're someone who likes a variety of problems to solve, product management is excellent. Another thing is that if you seek dynamic work, this is also a great career for you. No 2 days are ever the same in product management. Now, for some people that's ideal, but for others, especially those who don't like dealing with ambiguity, it can become exhausting after a while. So, if all of those sound good to you and you're still on board with becoming a product manager, which I hope you are, let's move into the meat of how to actually become a PM. First, we're going to craft a convincing reason why our manager should let us move into a product management role. You have to know why you want this. You can roll your eyes at this one. It's okay, it's a little bit woo-woo, but make sure you craft a compelling pitch to your manager. Give them a good reason why you're doing this. Maybe you care about the product that you're currently on and you see it going in a way that you don't quite agree with and you want to step up to the plate and be the one who manages it. Or you want to become a why person and you're more of a how person right now and you just don't feel like it's a good fit. Maybe you want to see what it takes to run an entire software project and not just worry about the code parts. Or maybe you're just ready for a new challenge, and those are all very good reasons for moving into product management. Now, the next two steps can be done interchangeably, and I'll leave it up to you to figure out which order may be best for you. One of them might even not be necessary at all. If you know that your manager thinks that you would be a good product manager, and if you were to pitch this idea to them, you think that it would take and they would be okay with it, then that's what you got to do. Let them know. They can't remind. So if you're an engineer who wants to become a product manager, let your engineering manager know. But if they're skeptical, then we have another option. And this may freak some people out, or some people may be okay with it. If you're a product manager type, you're like, yes, let's do it. So you're going to go skunkworks. It's going to be an extra credit project. You're not going to irk your current responsibilities. This is going to be on top of what you're already doing right now. You don't want to piss off your employer. So if your employer wouldn't appreciate a new product that doesn't cost them anything, then maybe don't do this. But if you think that they would, what we're going to do is create a skunkworks product of your own. So you already have access to a lot of resources at your current company. Go through things like intercom queues or customer support queues. See what people are writing about your product online and your company online. Go to where customers are hanging out. Read the problems that they're having. And try to find a problem that you want to solve. And then you're going to start designing a solution to that product. You are going to create wireframes and prototypes. You don't have to be a designer. You just need to show how you're clearly thinking through this problem and how it may be solved. And you're not going to take the engineering habit of, we'll design as we go. You're going to actually sit down and plan this all out. If you don't know how to make wireframes or mockups, they're pretty simple to learn. There's plenty of resources out there online for you. And the best part is if it's super, super simple, you can even code up your own prototype, which is always really fun. The next thing you're going to do is craft a pitch. So PMs need to be persuasive and they need to be good writers. They also need to have some basic sales and marketing skills. So to show that you have all that stuff, you're going to craft a quick pitch for leadership that shows who the product is for, what problem it solves, why they'll pay for it, why the company would benefit from launching it, and even how you would launch it. So once you pitch that to your leadership, make sure you add the caveat that this is something that you personally want to manage. You don't want to hand it over to just the product team. Like this is kind of like you're into product management. Don't hem and haw it over that. Just be firm about it, especially if you really, really want this. Companies hire PMs who show that they can successfully and consistently launch products. So if you can show your team that you can do this, you're golden. In review, we talked about what challenges you may face becoming a PM from an engineering role, why you may want to make the leap into product management from engineering, how understanding why you want to become a PM can help you craft a good pitch to your manager, and some skunkwork tactics for proving that you'd be a great PM. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe to our newsletter at getspeckled.com/blog. Just drop your email there, and every Sunday we send out the top 3 stories of the week for product managers at startups and small businesses. And in the meantime, best of luck. You can definitely do this.